Tequila is one of my favorite spirits, and in this video, I'm gonna be showing you 3 incredibly unique tequila cocktails going from simple to most complex. So the first cocktail I'm gonna make for you is called the Red Grasshopper. Super simple, very easy to make. So we're gonna grab our shaker here. We're going to do 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. We are going to do 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup, which is just 2 parts honey to 1 part water. Get it a little bit smoother to come out of your bottle there. So do 3/4 of that. Last but not least, we're gonna do 2 ounces of Blanco tequila. I am using Luna Azul. And then we're just gonna add some ice, shake it up, and we're good to go. And then we're gonna grab our chilled coupe, pop open our shaker, and double strain this out. And then last but not least, to garnish this bad boy, we're gonna do a sprinkling of smoked paprika right over the top. Gives it a nice smoky flavor on the nose and makes the cocktail look beautiful. All right, let's give that a little sip. Very refreshing. It's like a tequila daiquiri with a little bit of honey. Excellent, super simple to make, fantastic cocktail. All right, let's move on to the next one. Right, the next cocktail I'm gonna make for you is called the Inagi March. So this is a stirred cocktail, so we're gonna grab our mixing glass. We're gonna do 2 ounces of Reposado tequila. I'm gonna be using Luna Azul Reposado. And we're gonna be doing 3/4 of an ounce of Carpano Antica sweet vermouth. And then last but not least, we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Chinar, which is an artichoke Amaro. And then we are going to add ice and stir. And this cocktail was created by Phil Ward, the near legendary head bartender from Death & Company, one of the most iconic bars of the modern era and a place that I look up to a lot. All right, gonna grab our Nick and Nora glass here, and we're going to pour this right out. Right up to the top there. And last but not least, we're gonna garnish this with a brandied cherry. And there you have Inagi March. Ooh, wow. Very complex, slightly bitter, but you get a whole lot of that earthy agave flavor from the Reposado tequila. It definitely isn't overpowered by the vermouth or the Chinar. Excellent cocktail. But then again, what else would you expect from Phil Ward? All right, let's move on to our last cocktail. And the last cocktail I'm gonna be making for you today is called the Benny Blanco. This is also a stirred cocktail, so we're gonna grab our mixing glass once again, and we're going to do, to start off, 1 ounce of Blanco tequila. We're going back to our Luna Azul Blanco. We're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Aperol. We are gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Campari, which fascinates me because Campari and Aperol are somewhat similar, except I prefer Aperol usually. We're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Carpano Antica sweet vermouth. And last but not least, we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Ancho Reyes, which is a chili liqueur, so it's a little spicy. And now we're just going to add ice and stir. And we're going to chill this down. I'm very interested to see how the bitter and spicy elements are gonna work with a nice Blanco tequila. We're gonna grab our chilled lowball, add a big cube, and then we're just going to pour over our large cube. And traditionally, this recipe calls for a blood orange horsenecks twist. I don't have a blood orange, unfortunately, so I'm using a regular orange. And I've actually already made my little horseneck peel. So we're just going to try to wrap this around our ice cube here. And there you have a Benny Blanco. Let's give it a nice little sip. Ooh, wow. That is very, very complex. That is very different. So you have a really fun combination of the super spicy ancho-reyes with the Campari, Aperol, and the sweet vermouth. The sweet vermouth gives you a tiny bit of bitterness. The Campari is very bitter. The Aperol is a little bit sweeter. And it's just a fantastic, weird, funky combination of flavors that really, really works. And the tequila does find its way through all of that, and it's an excellent, excellent cocktail. And there you have it, guys. 3 incredibly different tequila cocktails for you to try out. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you could consider subscribing. I post videos every single week. And if you're interested to learn more about tequila, I have a couple of videos right over here that you can check out. But all right, that's enough for me. I've got a bunch of cocktails to get back to, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.